include everything.
All right, guys, we are back in core objects, or we're back in JavaScript core objects. Let's go ahead and jump right in. We're talking about arrays here. So arrays are pretty great. You can create an array by just saying new array. What two keywords are needed to create an array? Array and new array. This is a little outdated. You can also just set it equal to brackets, and that will work as well. So document.write R1. So if we're trying to output the one index, remember arrays always start on index 0. That would be the number 6 here. Attempting to access the index outside of the array returns a value of undefined. So if we were trying to access index 10, because there's only 3 index spots, it's not going to have anything. So it's going to return back undefined. You can also declare an array of variables and display. Please insert the missing characters to output the third member of the array. So what we want is the brackets, and then our third member would be the second index. Let's see here. Let's continue on. I'm not even going to read this. We'll go back if we make a mistake. By entering the variable example, new array, we create an empty array which can be filled anytime later. You don't have to fill an array immediately. You can create an empty one and do something with it later. Justin Quinn, no problem. Thanks for the ad, man. On Facebook. Yeah, we'll go ahead and finish this up. And Joshua Jarek will talk about how you can better your channel moving forward. All right, the length property. So we've talked about length. You can also do it on a... it is a function, an object, or a variable. So it's not... I don't want to call it a function, but maybe it is. I think it's a property. So it's a... let's see what happens. Yeah, all right. So it's definitely a variable then. No? Well, all right, we got to go back. I got to read more about the length property. This is like, I use it all the time. Built-in length property. The length property is always one where the highest array index is dot length calls the function. It's a function, really? Wait. An object. It's an object. It's a property. Are properties considered objects? Hey, one more game of League? I don't know, man. We'll see. JavaScript concat basically takes one array and combines it with another. To make a new array. So let's see here. Not too bad. Associative arrays. Let's see here. You can set something like this where you kind of create a key value pair and then pass that in to find that. So in associative array, index numbers are replaced with strings. Let's see, associative arrays. If you use the name index, although I've never done that in my personal coding or work, so I'm not quite sure how helpful it is, but I'm sure it is sometimes. In order to use associative arrays, the associated name is put in the brackets. Cool. Parentheses, brackets. The math object. So math is, oh, I see. So these are considered objects, huh? I thought the math would be considered a library, but I guess it's math object. So math, basically, just, get things like pi, get the max number, generate a random number. So which of the following does not exist? Math.pi, math.abc. So these are all the math objects. I highly suggest, if you're new to JavaScript, of printing this out and adding it to your kind of cheat sheets when you're trying to look, and have like a little booklet of it. In the math object, which of the following methods is used to calculate the square root? So I believe it's square root. There you go. The math object allows the number put in, calculates the number and output it, and all that sort of jazz. What's the square root of 81? That is 9. 9 times 9 is 81. So the math object will do the square root of it like so. And then the date object, you have set interval. So a set interval will actually do things every millisecond. So 3,000 milliseconds is actually 3 seconds, excuse me. So we want to call the calc function and then run it every 2,000 milliseconds or 2 seconds. The date object, let's see here. So the date object is another object. You use this quite a bit when dealing with databases and storing dates, which is pretty common. I do this quite a bit. So you'll have to manage your date objects. You'll use things like filter to output the date in the format you want, or to convert the date in the correct way that you want. What information results from creating a date object? The current date and time, unless you set it to something. So if you just create a brand new date, it'll take the current date and time. So you can get full year, get month. These are all great methods as well to just only get a part of it. So fill in the blanks, initialize dates recommended. So we have var date is equal to a new date, and this will get the current date as we were saying. And let's see the quiz here. So given the array below, please complete the expression to be alerted with apple. So fruits, and then we want to call the last index apple, or the second last, the second index. Cool. What is the following result alert of math square root? So square root of 36 is 6. And please fill in the blanks to output the current minutes. So alert date dot get minutes. And then what is the output of this code? So new array on the 1 index would be B. And then fill in the blanks to get alerted with the value of pi constant. So we want to alert math.pi, which will alert the value of pi from the math library. Cool. So that was pretty good. As always, guys, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share the videos. I appreciate you guys for watching and support, and those who support me on patreon.com/codingtutorials360. And as always, look forward to our weekly Friday interviews/podcast that we do with devs called Behind the Code, where we talk about a little bit of everything and their specialties and all that sort of stuff. It's our new series, comes out every Friday. Check it out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Special thanks to our sponsor, Dev Mountain. If you're interested in a coding bootcamp, why don't you check them out, where they include housing alongside their tuition so you can get up, go, and immerse yourself in the environment. If you want to support me, go over to patreon.com/codingtutorials360 so we can put out more content. Thanks for watching.